three words to make the sentence. The three words are green, pink, and yellow. What are the three words?
Green, pink, yellow.
So the Mexican guy said he needs about 5 minutes to think about it. So after 5 minutes of deliberation, he said, okay, I'm ready. And then he says, once I was over by my sister's house and the phone ring, ring, ring. He said, I went over and I pinked it up. And then I answered the phone, hello. So they sent him across. I'm joking, man. Are you still having fun?
Yes,
Yeah, man.
Let me talk to you. Good looking people. Jamaica is really found in the Northern Caribbean. It's the region's third largest island just outside of Cuba and Hispaniola. It is 146 miles long and from east to west, just about 51 miles at its widest. Surprisingly, Jamaica is just 4,441 square miles. Again, Jamaica is divided into 3 counties. How many counties? The names of these counties are Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey, just like England. It's later subdivided into 14 parishes. How many parishes?
14.
Today, you'll be utilizing only 3 of the 14 parishes. One of them is called St. James. What's the name?
St. James.
Your ship docks in St. James, Montego Bay in St. James. Right now, where we are right now is the border between the parish of St. James and a neighboring parish called Trelawney. What's the name?
Trelawney.
Trelawny. Trelawney.
Trelawney.
But our destination is in a parish called St. Anne. What's the name?
St. Anne.
So let me recap for you. It's going to be St. James. Trelawney, St. Anne's. Remember, on the way back, we'll be having a quiz, males against females. You have a border patrol here. They're looking for a guy named Robert. So, it could be this Robert. So, let's just see. Alright, he passed one. Let's see what's going to happen at the next stop. Alright, maybe it's not this Robert. And maybe when we're coming back. Are you still having fun?
Yes.
Good looking people, we are officially in the parish of Trelawney. But the truth is, I haven't done justice to Montego Bay, and Montego Bay is in St. James. So let me ask your permission. Can you permit me to tell you a few more things about Montego Bay? And afterwards I'll tell you a lot about Trelawney, because we will be in Trelawney for a while. Can I? Yeah, man.
Come on.
Alright, thank you very much. The name Montego Bay really derived from the Spanish word. It is actually Manteca de Bahia, or de Bahia de Manteca, Spanish. It means Bay of the Lord. Let me explain. Years ago, I would like you to know that the Spaniards used to rule Jamaica before the British. Yep. They have ruled here 147 years before. In fact, one of the first capital of Jamaica was known as Spanish Town. Spanish Town is no longer the capital. Kingston now is, but the place Spanish Town until this very day still retain the name Spanish Town. So when the Spaniards were ruling, there used to be a lot of wild hogs roaming around. The Spaniards used to catch those hogs, they used to butcher them. Now the fat, which they call the lard, some of it they used to eat, but the most of it was used to supply all the passing ships. There used to be a number of ships passing this way. Because there used to be so many butchering of wild hogs from that town, and the supplying of all the passing ships with the Lord from that town, they have concluded that that town is the Bay of the Lord. The Bahia de Manteca, in English, Montego Bay. Comprende?
No problem.
The population of Montego Bay is approximately 120,000. The population of Kingston, which is the capital of Jamaica, is 716,000. What's the population of Montego Bay? 120. Let me set the record straight because I have a quiz on the way back. Montego Bay, 120. Kingston, 716. And the population of the entire Jamaica is 2.7, or you could roughly say 3 million. Now, Kingston is more like the political, economic, and financial seat of Jamaica. If you should take a tour to Kingston through some of the residential areas, you'd be surprised by the exotic grandeur of very modern houses and apartment buildings alongside some 18th century Georgian styles homes with porticos and galleries. I could take you to places in Kingston, and believe me, you will think they are in Paris. And I can take you to the other side where you will cry. Remember, I'm keeping it real today. Alright? Let me see the hands of those who have tried a red stripe beer before. Red stripe, raise your hand.
Yes.
Alright, at least 2 persons. That's the #1 beer in Jamaica. Seeing so many trees and mountains, you might want to know, what about the wildlife that we have in Jamaica? The truth is, we don't have a lot of wildlife in Jamaica right now. We have a few, only a few. The #1 wildlife in Jamaica right now is our driver, Robert, #1.
Wow.
#2, we have snakes. I'm talking about the black snake and the yellow snakes, and our snakes are non-venomous. So because of this animal that we call the mongoose, that looks like a weasel. They have eaten 99% of the snakes we have in Jamaica, so we hardly have any more snakes. The mongoose eat the snakes, and then they turn into our chickens. I was wondering if when it got to 2018, if the mongoose is going to turn on us. They have tried pretty hard, but they failed. I'm a little too big. As a part of our wildlife, we have beers in Jamaica. Did you know that? Beers? Strong beers? You didn't know that, right? Let me clarify my statement since you didn't know. We don't have any grizzly. And we don't have any polar beer. It's so hot. But we certainly have teddy beers. And we have red stripe beers, a lot of them. We're going to catch them before they get away in the woods though. As a part of our wildlife, we have crocodiles. I'm happy that you have chosen this tour, the dolphin tour, but the truth is, there is a number of other tours in Jamaica you could have chosen. We have this particular tour called the Black River Safari Tour. It's a real crocodile tour. When you go on that tour, guides normally take the guests on a boat. The water is infested with crocodiles. I'm talking about huge crocodiles. The crocodiles in the water, they are territorial, and the guides normally call them by name. They just say, "Come, Robert," and there's someone behind the boat. To make things even better, the guide reach over at times and he touch those crocodiles. Now you may be wondering if that guide is not afraid of those crocodiles. No, he does not. Because the crocodiles in the water, they don't eat black meats. They only eat imported meats. So you gotta be careful if you take a tour like that. Hey, look at that mountain. Turn your head backward. That volcano looking peak. Can you see that mountain? In Jamaica, they call that mountain the Dolly Parton Mountain. I don't know the reason. But on the way back, you'll see the other side. You can ask Robert, he'll tell you. Alright?
Alright.
Does anyone here remember watching the Olympics about 4 years ago? You remember seeing me winning that 100-meter and 200-meter race? Usain Bolt, my twin brother in my dreams. He used to attend this school. It's called William Knibb High School. William Knibb. This bridge that we're approaching right now, exactly 18 minutes drive inland will take you to his home, even though there's no guarantees in Jamaica right now. As a matter of fact, he already retired. So next Olympic, you can bet on me. It's going to be a showdown. You have nothing to lose. Alright? No problem? Lend me your attention. I'm going to point way over yonder on the other side. Way over yonder. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, can you see 2 big mega liner ships? Did I tell you about our shipping port is owned and built by Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines? Did I say that earlier?
Yes.
Yeah, man. You can't see the port, but you can see the ships. Alright?
Alright.
Let me tell you something else. I want to talk to you a little about the national dish of Jamaica. It's called ackee and codfish. Let me say ackee and cod. One more time, ackee and codfish. The ackee on the tree, it's a fruit, and off the tree it is treated as vegetables. It bears in a pod. That pod is red. When it is young, the pod is closed and sealed, and at that point the ackee is very poisonous. It contains a gas called hypoglycine at that stage. So we waited until the pod is opened. Naturally it releases the gas. Now it's good to eat. Inside of that pod we take out the seed. That seed is yellow. It's that yellow part that we call the ackee. So we wash it and then we cook it for about 7 to 10 minutes, season, and then we fried it. When the ackee is prepared, it looks more like scrambled egg. But I can tell you, it tastes real good. You know what I'm gonna do? Whenever time you come back to Jamaica, if you allow me to be your guide, I'm going to take all of you to a very famous Jamaican restaurant just for you to taste our national dish, the ackee and the codfish. But for all those who I take to taste our national dish, will have to sponsor me 2 dish. Yep, one on my right and one on my left. Let me talk in case you haven't known. Ladies and gentlemen, I eat a lot, and it has nothing to do with greed. The reason I must have 2 dish, one on my right and one on my left, is because I consult my dietitian on a regular basis, and the last time I consult my dietitian, he says to me, Norman, you see, whenever time you're eating, you must have a balanced diet. So one has to be on the right and one on the left. Look at this place. It's called Glistening Waters or the Luminous Lagoon. Before I start anything else, we are not only doing Dolphin Cove, we also do Dunsborough Falls. So anyone on this bus already have the water shoe? Raise your hand. I already have water shoe. They already have. Hands down. Those who don't have, raise your hand. All right, don't worry. I'm gonna fix it for you. I'll Mr. Fix It. Alright?
Alright.
Yeah, man.
No problem.
So Glistening Waters is a tourist attraction. They only open in the evenings, like from 6:30. They'll serve your meals, you and your families. They'll take you on a boat way out into the water to have your meals, and there's absolutely no electricity there. I'm serious. And there's no crocodiles in the water, but you need some form of light source to what you're doing. Am I right? Yeah, man.
Come on.
Now truthfully, there are some microorganisms in the water and some fishes inside there. The fishes appear to have streaks of light in their sides, and they light up the entire place at night. I am serious. Alright? No problem? Yeah, man. Alright, don't worry. I'm just thinking that you might want some a rest stop, and also you can use the opportunity to get your water shoe, and then we're good to go. Alright? No problem? Yeah, man. I want to do this as quickly as possible. So restroom is right here, males and female. Make no mistake. Pee nor forever hold your pee. No peeing on the bus.
No peeing on the bus.
Peace out.
Peace out.
You gonna go? You go?